I honestly have no idea how some of you are calling these discs your favorite. You do know every option is available, yet you still chose something that shitty. You people are just asking to get roasted, which is what I'm here for apparently. I'm having a harder time deciding which is a worse decision. Big Red putting like he's the right fielder of every Little League team, or using the Rock. But when you wear a hat like that, I can't hate. But the Berg? Yeah, you're just an idiot. I wish I could say I was sorry, but you really had the audacity to say that crap on my channel. You're lucky I'm trying to have this video go longer than the last time I had sex. 2 more minutes, and I'm out of here. The Hex is a solid choice, but still using the Envy is worse than someone still rocking shorts over the knees. I'd rather a bit of my dick peeking through than look like I'm waiting for next at a pickup game in my and one shorts. There might not be anything cooler than not knowing what disc is your go-to, but still slinging it around flexing on your local league. I'm more surprised you still have a disc from 2012. I was only 12 years old when you got that disc. What are you, 50 years old? And since you play disc golf, that might not be too far off. Ricky, do yourself a favor and stop throwing dynamic discs. I don't care if they're giving you millions of dollars. I mean, I know that's the only reason you're throwing that shit anyway. And how much did they give you to say that on my post? I hope it was worth it, like all those baskets the general's broken. Except for the fact the only people buying this $40 disc can't throw it more than 300 feet. Now, Ricky, can you go high knee your way out of here and keep that garbage away? Who loves 7 speeds? They're like the stepmom you never wanted. But the cicada is one of those kids you can do those after-birth abortions to that I keep seeing on these billboards in Kentucky. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, I've been on the road for 1 week now in the van. Currently, I'm right outside Idlewild, and shout out to the fans for letting me stay at their crib. I'll be here until the tournament's over and leaving Monday for Lynchburg, Virginia, headed to the World Championships. I'm trying to hit as many dope courses as possible, so drop them down below, or maybe let's catch a round somewhere sometime. Okay, back to the regular scheduled program. How can the Charger be your favorite if you're ready to switch without even knowing what the hell it flies like? You're like my ex-girlfriend with that type of loyalty. I don't even know what the fuck an Apollo is, and I don't care enough to look it up. Personally, can't accept anything Prodigy as someone's favorite. Luke Humphreys asked if I wanted to throw some shots at Lake Eureka, and of course I wasn't turning that opportunity down. He asked what disc I wanted to throw out of his bag, which I replied, anything but Prodigy. He didn't think that one was funny. He handed me whatever this was and told me it was a Sexton Firebird. I secured the birdie on the easiest hole on tour, but hey, I'll take that $20. Thanks, Luke. Tyler, this isn't bowling. Is this one of those scratch and sniff discs? Just like my 5th grade teacher did, we need to ban these things. Nothing weirder than someone smelling their disc on the tee pad. I know I shit on buzz throwers, but then you got dummies thinking the Wasp is any better. It's not. Leave it to those chucking eagles to rock the mullet mustache combo. Gotta respect it. Not the disco. That thing's shit. If you thought I was gonna make fun of the Wraith, you'd be mistaken. Hey Wes, it isn't too late to switch your answer again. Not sure what a CF2 is, but if you're talking the CD2, then you can see yourself out of this video. The Jade was made for girlfriends that said they weren't gonna cheat on you. Oh, sorry, that's not what the script says. Whoops. The Jade was made for girlfriends to have something to fade a little slower than 50 feet out of your hand. Not to be your favorite disc. Fucking bitch. I've yet to throw anything from Neptune, which would keep most people's opinion quiet. Not me though, because how could you be throwing a disc no one knows? Neptune, hook your boy up with some discs so I can actually provide a take. Finally, someone here with some common sense. Disc Golf Jesus would be proud of your choice, Joseph. The only question is, do you have the Halo version? Too bad you're only allowed one favorite disc. It's the fucking rules. And with the T-Bird 3 as an option, I'll do the right thing and choose that one for you. Apparently, the 2 other heads couldn't help you out. If you even consider the pig as one of your favorites, we can't be friends. That's not a joke for those wondering. I actually hate you. Someone told me this past weekend at Ledgestone that they like my videos because I don't roast anything they bag, which he followed up by saying he only bags mint. No wonder I haven't talked shit. I couldn't name like more than 3 of their discs. And the Jackalope wasn't even on that list before writing this video. But hey, thanks for saying what's up. If you see me at one of the upcoming DGPT events or on your local course, come say hi. I love seeing disgenerates in person, and odds are you'll be in a video. Like homie over here who let me sign his discs over at the Majestic. I totally forgot to put this in a video earlier, so might as well put it in here now. But yeah, I got to sign some funny shit, so if you want me to do that, I definitely will. At this point, I think I need to get my hands on a Gorgon. Too many people have been talking this disc up for me not to give it a shot. When you have to give this specific description of your favorite disc, then I know it's more from the bond you created than the disc itself. I should have just guessed that based on it being MVP. Your username made me chuckle, so I'll pass shitting on the insanity this time. Fucking for real? You still use a Cobra? Who the fuck are you? Santino Marella? I got respect for ray throwers though. At least they know they can't handle a destroyer, unlike 95% of the people saying that disc is their favorite. Tobias, I'm not sure if you're an idiot or what, but the Buzz is not the GOAT midrange. Not even close. Just like the era of YouTube reaction videos, this disc is pretty shitty. The only people that use this are the lazy fucks who make you grab their discs from the woods or pick up their 15-footers like that's a guarantee for their goofy ass. I haven't seen a Nova on the course in years, and I hope it stays that way for a long time. Not sure if this is Swiss Cheese's burner account trying to get me to replace his go-to berry, but I'm not going to argue this. And yes, if you wondered, it's only because it's Clash. Sue me. It doesn't matter ESP or Big Z. Discraft plastic is bottom tier. And unless we're talking the Ye Ty Dolla $ign album, I'll pass on the Vulture. Same goes for the Whippet, unless you got a tank. I've grown up from inhaling ice cream toppings. Sorry, but naming a disc the Virus is enough for me to never want to spend money on it. I want to make something clear. I will throw any disc as long as it's free. So if a disc golf store happens to be listening, hi, I like free frisbees and accept bribery. God damn it. Really? I'm having a dilemma trying to decide what is worse, the Rhino or Pig. But my brain hurts too much trying to comprehend someone bagging either. A zone would just be so much better. Low key, one of my favorite approach discs of all time was an absolute beat to shit jawbreaker zone. I'm talking worse than the Yuli beatdown. It had bumps, bends, warps, and everything else that made it impossible to grip, but the flights were gorgeous. Nothing better than throwing a 75% forehand to get an easy flip up, but strong fade. Well, now I'm hard. Thanks Disc Golfer Dad for killing that boner faster than that time my grandma walked in a session of some left-hand shame that only Austin Turner would understand. Us short wares have to stick together after all. Speaking of a classic rub and tug,
that's not gonna look cool though.
Baconator, under the fake contract obligations I've just decided to live by, I can't say anything good about the Explorer. Not even allowed to make a Dora joke. Which is probably a good thing when I started this sentence talking about beating my meat. Just like everyone throwing Gateway. And Rome, I really hope you didn't try and fuck your disc. I don't even want to think about how that would go down. Do you have like an OnlyFans I could check out though? I'll give you one piece of advice my homie Drew gave me that I've carried with me ever since. If you can't come in her, come on her. And for every reason possible, Latitude fans seem like the type to ejaculate on their discs. Am I the only one that sees that? Honestly, didn't know what the fuck a goblin was, and we're going to keep it that way. You made a fan account for a mid player. Makes sense when your favorite disc is the Cicada. You must just love your below average life. For some reason, I 100% believe everyone pronounces this disc like this. Stag. And I can't tolerate that Waluigi-ass behavior like some villager in Minecraft. The Buzz might not be that bad, but way too basic to be anyone's favorite. You do know there's more to life than missionary, right? I mean, have you even tried getting pegged yet? I know rhythm throwers are all about that. Swingers got pineapples, sissies have axiom. Hate to be the one to break it to you, but the reason a disc holds the line you put it on is on you. What I'm trying to say is, stop throwing the TL. You're embarrassing yourself. Do people's favorite discs change that often? And if it does, can you please move on from the Brave? If you're a beginner and those are your go-tos, watch more of my videos. Hopefully then you won't get bullied as much. At least for me, and I'm the biggest douche there is. Just because your disc is fly dye doesn't make it better. At the end of the day, it's still an Avenger SS. I respect the Trash Panda Ozone love, but no matter what I say, it doesn't change the fact it's literally recycled garbage. As long as it's not a DX Leopard, I approve of this choice. Leave it to the brony to have their favorite disc be the truth. Enough said. I want to get my hands on the new Steady Ring from Clash. I've thrown that version of the Wild Honey once, and now I need about 8 more. So I'm going to assume the cinnamon is probably just as money. I'm guessing this guy must like My Little Pony in the extra creepy way, if you know what I mean. The last time I saw someone throw a beast, people called me JK Disc Golf. So it's been a long fucking time. The Lift is one of the 4 streamlined discs I know of. So that's kind of cool. Not as cool as the Peach though. Clash, you gotta start paying me or something. I accept plastic as payment. The important part is understanding you have a noodle arm and embrace it. Leopard 3 is a good choice. That's a disc for sure. Yeah, that's all I got. If you call it the fire chicken, there's one of two things guaranteed. Either you can throw 500 feet or you don't have a driver's license. One of the best things about disc golf is the endless options, and you chose the fucking harp, idiot. Or hear me out. Pick neither of those shitty options. I'm glad there's some sentimental reason you like the Cyclone, because there ain't no other way I would let that shit slide here. Fuck the armadillo. You can blame that one guy for all the oncoming mint hate. Wait, this is Lone Star? Shit. I really don't respect Texas disc golf, apparently. I swear to disc golf Jesus, one more dynamic disc, and I'm out of here. Luckily, Brandon had some common sense with the zone pick. I'm kind of shocked by how little people hype up this disc. 5 years ago, you'd be laughed at for using any other overstable approach disc. Now the Discraft fanboys made it lame to bag any disc crap. Aw, biscuits. For as much as I want to shit on the strike, I just can't. Look at that thing. Leave it to the guy named Yeetman to be spitting facts. But Tom whips his whole dick on the table with the only correct answer I've been looking for. I'm pretty disappointed in most of you. Don't worry, you can make up for it with a like and subscribe. First off, Piss Grinch, great name, but even better disc. The Buzz SS being the greatest mid-range ever created was the second most important thing Drew's ever told me. You can probably guess the first. The Lobster is one of those mint discs I actually know. Still don't like it, but at least I knew of it. Sean's got some taste, using the Innova made FDs. The new Swedish ones aren't worth your time, which I normally would say about the Watt, but look at this fucking thing. Everyone needs something as pretty as that in their bag. Or this. Holy fuck, these are just sick. I need to step up my die game, apparently, because that's the only way I'd say anything good about a Prodigy disc. The time lapse sounds like you spent too much money on a disc you aren't going to be able to throw more than 250 feet. But if you want to see me try one out, get this video to 300 likes, and I'll make it happen. I brought the damn thing with me, so might as well. Big shout out to everyone giving me their awful favorite discs. Wouldn't be able to make this video without you guys. And if you want to be a part of a Birdogi video, drop a follow on the socials. And of course, drop a sub. It helps out the channel. Oh yeah, and if you want to be able to spot the most annoying disc golfers on the course, check out the video right here.
Okay, Kentucky. I see what you're doing there.